So here we are. It's finally here. The spoilers for General Hospital for Monday, February 23 are out, and honestly, I don't know if I'm ready. You probably aren't ready either. It's going to be one of those days where you just need to sit on the couch with a whole box of tissues and maybe a glass of wine, even if it's the middle of the day. Because the show is doing it, they are finally doing the special episode. The one we knew was coming, but sort of dreaded because it makes it all so real. We are saying goodbye to Luke Spencer, and we are saying goodbye to Anthony Geary. And I know. Anthony Geary passed away back in December 2025. It's been a couple of months, but in the world of Port Charles, these things take time. And now the show is ready to pay tribute, a proper tribute. It's not just a passing mention. This is a full episode dedicated to the man, the legend, the guy who basically put the show on the map decades ago. So Monday's going to be heavy, it's going to be sad, but it's also going to be beautiful, I think. The spoilers are saying we can expect a lot of flashbacks, which is good. We need that. We need to see that curly hair again. We need to see the smile. Because Anthony Geary, he didn't just play Luke, he was Luke. He lived it. And the spoilers say he will live on through these performances. So get ready to see clips that you maybe haven't seen in years. Or clips that you've memorized because you've watched them 1,000 times on YouTube. It doesn't matter. Seeing them on the TV screen again is going to hit different. It's going to really drive home the point that he's gone. But let's talk about what's actually happening in the episode. Because it's a lot. Just a whole lot of feelings. First off, we have Lulu. Poor Lulu. You have to remember the context here. She was in a coma for so long. She was stuck in that bed while life went on without her. And while she was asleep, her dad died. He was killed. And she didn't know. She couldn't know. She just woke up one day and the world was different and her dad was gone. That is heartbreaking. It's tragic. So on Monday, Lulu is going to be struggling. Really struggling. The spoilers say she finds an old picture of her dad. Just a photo. But you know how it is when you lose someone. A photo isn't just a photo. It's a time machine. So she's looking at this picture and she gets emotional. Of course she does. She's probably thinking about all the time she lost. All the conversations they never got to have. She's gonna hate it. She's going to hate that she never got to say a proper goodbye. That's the worst part, isn't it? The lack of closure. Lulu feels like she was robbed of that moment. And she was. She really was. But she won't be alone. Thank goodness. Tracy Quartermain is going to be there. And if there is anyone who gets it, it's Tracy. Tracy and Luke. What a pair they were. Spanky and the Spencer boy. So Tracy is going to step up. She sees Lulu hurting. And Tracy, even though she can be tough, she has a heart. Especially when it comes to Luke's kids. So she's going to comfort Lulu. She's going to assure her that they are going to honor him. That it's not too late to pay respects. And then in true Luke and Tracy fashion, they are going to have a drink. Because that's what you do. You share a drink. You toast. The spoilers say they will share memories. And they will clink glasses. And the idea is that Luke is there in spirit. He's right there with them, probably wanting a drink himself. It's a nice moment. A quiet moment between two women who loved him in very different ways. It grounds the episode, I think. It makes it about family. But then we have Laura. Oh man. Laura Collins. You can't have a Luke tribute without Laura. You just can't. It wouldn't make sense. The history there is too deep. It's too big. So Laura is going to the church. It feels right, doesn't it? She needs somewhere quiet. Somewhere sacred. She's going to light a candle. Just a simple gesture. Lighting a candle in remembrance of Luke. And she's going to talk to him. I love when characters talk to the spirits of the people they lost. It's cheesy sometimes, but it works. And for Laura, it's necessary. She's going to admit some stuff. She's going to say that even though he isn't physically there anymore, she feels him. She feels his presence, especially when life gets heavy. And Lord knows life in Port Charles is always heavy. There's always a crisis, always a mob war or a kidnapping. But Laura, she feels him there. And here is the part that is going to wreck everyone. The spoilers say she insists she can hear his voice. And what does he say? He calls her Angel. That nickname, that specific word, Angel. If you've been watching GH for a long time, hearing Luke call Laura Angel is just, it's everything. It's the whole history of the show wrapped up in one word. So Laura feels like she hears him reminding her of who she is, reminding her that she's strong. She feels like he gives her strength. Strength to carry on, to keep being the mayor, to keep being a mom and a grandma. So she's going to thank him. She's standing there in the church talking to the air, and she thanks him for the love of a lifetime, because it was a lifetime of love, even when they weren't together. Even when they were fighting, or divorced, or on different continents. The love was always there. So Laura getting this moment is huge. It's closure for her, and it's closure for us fans who watched them since the ADS. And then we switch gears a bit. We go to Sonny. Sonny Corinthus. Sometimes people forget how close Sonny and Luke were. But they were close. Luke wasn't just a friend. Sonny viewed him as a brother. A brother? That's a big word in Sonny's world. Loyalty means everything to him. And Luke was loyal. Luke was there at the beginning. So Sonny is going to be feeling this loss too. He's going to use Carly as his confidant. Which makes sense. Carly is always there for him to talk to. So Sonny is going to recall his first meeting with Luke. He's going to tell the story. He's going to talk about how Luke became more than a friend. How they had this bond. It's going to be interesting to hear Sonny's perspective. Usually Sonny is all about business. Or he's angry. But this is sad Sonny. Reflective Sonny. He's sharing this with Carly as they get ready. Because they are going somewhere. They aren't just sitting around the kitchen. They are getting ready to celebrate Luke's life. They are gathering the troops. The people who mattered. The people who really loved Luke dearly. And that leads to the big ending. The pier. Of course it's the pier. Where else would it be? The waterfront. That's Luke's territory. That's where the Haunted Star used to be docked. That's where so much happened. So everyone is gathering on the pier. The spoilers list the group. It's a solid group. A core group. You've got Sonny and Carly. You've got Tracy. You've got Lulu. You've got Laura. And you've got Elizabeth Baldwin. Don't forget Elizabeth. She has a huge history with the Spencers too. She was with Lucky for years. She knew Luke. She cared about him. So she's there too. It's a family affair, really. A chosen family. They are all standing there on the pier. And they are going to share a toast. Just raising a glass to the sky. To Luke. To the adventurer. To the rogue. To the guy who never followed the rules. And the visual is going to be stunning. The spoilers mention floating candle lanterns. You know, the ones you light them and set them on the water and they float away into the dark. It's going to be beautiful. Just watching these lanterns drift out over the harbor. It's symbolic. Letting him go. Letting him drift off into the next great adventure. The show is pulling out all the stops. They really are. They know how important this is. They know how important Anthony Geary was to the fabric of General Hospital. You can't replace a guy like that. You just can't. So they are doing the only thing they can do. They are honoring him with tears, with laughs, with drinks, and with lanterns. It's going to be a tearjerker. The spoilers literally say that. It's sure to be a tearjerker, and I believe it. I'm already getting misty just typing this out. It's the end of an era. A real end. We thought we said goodbye when Luke left town years ago, but this is the final goodbye. There's no coming back from this one. So Monday, February 23. Mark it down. Cancel your plans. Don't schedule any meetings for that hour. Just sit down and watch. Watch Lulu cry over that photo and wish you could hug her. Watch Tracy be strong but vulnerable. Watch Laura whisper to her angel. Watch Sonny remember his brother. And watch those lanterns float away. It's gonna be rough, but it's gonna be good. It's the goodbye Luke Spencer deserves. And it's the goodbye Anthony Geary deserves. Rest in peace to a legend. And kudos to the show for giving us this moment to grieve together. I'll be watching. And, I'll probably be a mess. But that's what soap operas are for, right? To make us feel things. And on Monday, we are going to feel a lot. Just remember the details. Lulu's grief is about the lost time. The coma stole her goodbye. That's the key tragedy for her character right now. And Tracy is the bridge. Tracy connects the past to the present. And Laura is the soul. Laura is the heart of the Luke Spencer story. Always was, always will be. And seeing her in that church is going to be the image of the week. Maybe the image of the year. And the pier scene, that's for everyone. That's for the community. It shows that Luke wasn't just a lone wolf. He had people, he had a tribe, and they are all there. Even Elizabeth. It's nice that they included her. It makes the world feel complete. So yeah, that's the report. That's what's happening. It's sad. It's heavy, but we'll get through it. We'll watch it together, and we'll raise a glass to Luke. Cheers.